Hello everyone, good afternoon. It's your boy, the Fat Boy, here again with the second race in our F1 2021 My Team Career Mode series, and we are now into qualifying. And for this, I'm gonna show you my best lap, which is technically this is my second lap because my first lap I screwed it up. So heading on the final corner, we are 11 seconds faster than our previous lap time, obviously, and we set a 1 minute 17.1, and that puts us into P14, and our teammates in P15, so it's a double Q2 success, I guess. So heading into Q2, I decided not to set a lap time because technically we're still gonna be out. We're not gonna advance to Q3, but there's no points on Saturday. I'm just gonna see you on Sunday for race day, and I shall see you soon.
Hello there and welcome back to Imola, home circuit of the Scuderia Ferrari. We expect to see a lot of local supporters in red today. They've all turned out for what we have every expectation of being a sensational event here at the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. 3.1 miles of track here at Imola featuring 19 turns, 9 to the right and 10 to the left. Remember that Imola differs from most other Formula One circuits as it's driven anti-clockwise. Let's hope no one forgets that today. The exit from turn 18 will probably be the setup for many of today's overtakes, leading as it does into the longest straight of the circuit and its only DRS zone. And as always, a man with plenty of racing experience joins me in the commentary box. Today it's Anthony Davidson. Tell me, Ant, you're no stranger to surviving the melee of turn 1. So how do you keep out of trouble when there's so much going on around you?
There are three main things to worry about there, Crofty: positioning, awareness, and discipline. First, you have to put your car in a bit of space and make sure you have room to react to what the others are doing. Then you have to watch your mirrors and listen to the sounds around you to get a sense of where everyone is. And finally, just don't get too greedy. Just because a gap exists doesn't always mean you should go for it.
Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. Valtteri Bottas lines up on pole position, and Lewis Hamilton completes the front row. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Verstappen, Norris, Daniel Ricciardo and Leclerc, Sainz, Gasly, Vettel and Fernando Alonso, Tsunoda, Ocon, Lance Stroll and Perez, Tictum, the Black Mamba, Kimi Raikkonen and Antonio Giovinazzi, Russell, Mick Schumacher, Latifi and Nikita Mazepin. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track.
And hello, I'm gonna yeah, just do the same thing, just trying to change the pit strategies a little bit. Um, but the thing is, in Imola we can save quite a bit of fuel. So we are going to reduce the amount of laps of fuel that we have much more than usual. So heading into the race, okay, this camera angle feels a bit weird as the firelights go out and we are underway for the Imola Grand Prix. As it's a bit crowded, we are having a bit of open space as we decide to go down the inside line, heading into the Tamburello chicane as Tsunoda does not give us any space. And looking at where my teammate is, he's right behind me. So now he's looking for a move down the inside at the Variante Villeneuve. And we lost quite a bit of time due to a battle with him as we go for a dive bomb on Sergio Perez. We make a bit of contact with Ocon, but the move was just futile, I guess, because we didn't make up any places. So now we're still stuck into 16th from the restart, heading into Acqua Minerale. We almost lose the rear end, quite a bit of oversteer. As Tictum tries to go down the inside, but the final chicane we can barely go too wide here, as the right left chicane is a bit tight. In fact, it's very tight. It's very hard to go two cars wide, so he decides to back out. So heading down the final two left-handers, we're still behind Perez, who had a grid penalty. as Valtteri Bottas sets the fastest lap of the race, which won't be the fastest lap because we all started from 0 kmh, you know. So now he's going side by side with Esteban Ocon. They are gonna lose time to each other quite a lot heading into the Tamburello chicane. And Perez makes the moves. Perez makes the move, which is good for him. But we are now side by side with the Alpine. We have quite a lot of battles with him, so he might be our rival heading into the next race in Azerbaijan, if I'm not wrong. So there's no way we can get past the Alpine at the hairpin, so we're just gonna have to stay at 16th place. Well, now we're 15th place now, sorry. And heading down the the left-hander, we still no progress so far. Into Aqua Minerale, things are still stagnant, I guess. So heading into the heading into lap 4, we have DRS on Ocon for once. He does not have DRS on anyone, and this should be a very easy overtaking opportunity for me. As we go down the inside of the LP, heading into the Tamborel chicane, and we made a move stick, and that's us into P14. So now we can start chasing Sergio Perez as we get a bit of oversteer on the exit. And now heading into lap 6 at the hairpin. Ocon is now out of the race due to a mechanical failure, if I'm not wrong. And Sergio Perez seems to not be progressing up the order, and he's still stuck in P13 and is going very slow through Aqua Minerale. And the grid penalty is not helping him at all, so probably he might take 8th or 9th place for Red Bull, or maybe even 7th if I'm not wrong. As he's not making any progress, as there is us in at the end of lap 10. We stretched the soft compounds by an extra 2 laps, and we're heading into the pit lane. Hamilton, Verstappen, and Bottas, the top 3 are going past us. The 2 McLarens are now past us. Sainz and Leclerc should be passing us anytime now as we head into the pit lane. That's a very slow pit stop, and we should be, and I don't think we should, I think we should be back to where we started in P16. As there's everyone going past us. And now we head to the end of the pit lane. We get quite a bit of wheel spin as Giovinazzi almost makes contact with us heading into turn 1. Thankfully we didn't lose our front wing at all. He is fighting with Russell for 14th place, and I don't think stretching the soft compounds was quite a good idea because we're back to where we started, and we just can't overtake Russell. We can't take 15th place, and this has been going on until the end of the race as Verstappen is now the winner of this Grand Prix. We try to just like put Russell a bit on a bit of pressure, but it's just not effective at all, and the DRS is not going to be effective as well. So we are going to take 16th place. I mean, it's good to try some new stuff by stretching the compounds, but unfortunately that didn't work as Perez gets driver of the day, and I shall see you after the podium celebrations then.
So as they climb out of the car, the Red Bull team are ready and waiting to celebrate a thoroughly well-deserved win. Talk to me, Ant. What was it that set them apart from the competition today?
Well, this was a real team victory. They put together a solid strategy today that appeared well suited to the conditions out on track. The driver did everything that was expected of them in the moment to really execute the team's plan to perfection, a shining example of how F1 really is a team sport.
Red Bull put up an outstanding fight for the front position today, and it's great to see it paid off for them. They do so much for the sport that you can't help but be delighted by today's race win.
Heading into the end of the race, Verstappen gets first and Hamilton dropped down all the way to 3rd place. So the championship battle is obviously not over yet. We're still not even halfway. into the season, and Tictum dropped to P17. Originally, I think he was P18, but for some reason he went up to P17. I'm not sure if the AI got a penalty, and we dropped in the driver standings and in the constructors championship as well. As now, Tictum barely got any driver acclaim, and we are now into level 5. And the main reason why I'm pointing that out is because we can now get our very first sponsor, our very first secondary sponsor, and we can just go to the corporate tab and get a new sponsor. How many times have I said sponsor? You know, never mind. So these are the list of sponsors that you can get. Two sponsors set out. They just stood out in terms of the goal, which is Uterpay and Zyneto. Uterpay, what you have to do is that you have to out qualify your rival. You're gonna get no, no man. The contract length is 133 days. Well, for Zaneto, the length is also for the same length as Uterpay, but the goal is just to answer two interview questions. So Zaneto is a huge giveaway, so we're gonna sign with them, and we should be getting those sweet money from them like almost every single race if the interviewer decides to interview with us. So I'm just gonna put our secondary sponsor on some spots that we saved for them. Probably put them on the big spots as well, and on the rear and on the end plates of the rear wing as well. And now we now just go over to the activities tab, and we're just gonna sort all of that out. And after sorting all of those stuff, we are now at the end of the episode into the season break, and we got quite a couple of upgrades, and we get two upgrades: the Whiskit actuator and whatever chassis upgrade that was. And now we just decide to advance into the next race in Baku, and that is pretty much it. And just this we have this department event. I don't know what, I think some sort of social media tweet storm or something, so we can either fire or apologize. But I'm human, so I felt for the guy, and I just decided to apologize even though we're gonna lose 500 acclaim. And now we are heading into Azerbaijan. Well, not now, in the next episode. And actually we've fallen behind in the R&D chart. We are now behind Alfa Romeo, so we are going down the order a little bit. But hopefully that does not deter us in the next race. And that is pretty much all for today. If you like this video, make sure you like, maybe even share, subscribe if you want to, turn on notifications. I'm the Fat Boy, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.